Hello children, how are you? I hope you all fine. This is class 3 and welcome to all of you in today's EVS class. Students, today we are going to learn living and non-living things. Students, living things they can move, they can grow, etc. But non-living things they cannot move, they cannot grow. These are the prepared by the man. So this is a non-living things. We can find many things around us. So students, let's start to read the chapter. The world around us is full of things like plants, animals, trees, mountain, birds, books, car, buildings, and house. We divide these things into two main groups. Number one is living things. Number two is non-living things. So first of all, we'll discuss living things and their characteristics. Students, do you understand characteristics? Characteristics means something different from other people or things. All the things which have life are called living things. Human beings, plants, and animals are included in this group. Let us understand the characteristics of living things. Living things move. Yes, those are the living things. They can move by own. They no need to take any help to move. The movements in living things is one of the characteristics that show they are alive. Number 2, human beings can run, walk, kick, etc. Animals move from one place to another in search of food and also shelter. Plants do not move from one place to another. They show their activity in a different way. For example, a sunflower turns to face the sun and they can grow also. Number 2 is living things need food and water. Yes, if these are alive, they cannot survive without water and food. So this is a very essential things, food and water. Number 1, all living things need food to stay alive and grow. Food gives energy to living things to perform all the functions. Number 3, animals get their food from plants and other animals. Green plants make their own food with the help of sunlight, air, and water. Next, water is also very important for all living things. Yes, students, look at the picture. Yes, of course. Next, our living things grow. All living things, whether plants or animals, they grow. The clothes you used to wear when you were a baby are too small for you now because you have grown the increase in size. A baby grow into an adult. Look at the picture. First baby, then it become a child, then become an adult, and then become a old man. So these are the phases of the baby grow. How to they are grow? The same thing. A baby grow into an adult. A seed grow into a big plant, and a baby animals grow into a big animals. For example, puppies grow and become a dogs. These are the things of grow. Next is living things can feel. Feel means they feel if they are sad or are happy. So first is human beings and animals feel with the help of their sense organ. Yes, we already learned different 5 types of the sense organ. By the sense organ we feel everything. Number 2, they can sense change around them. Number 3, plants can also feel change around them, but they do not have sense organ. Yes, in plant they don't have the sense organ, but they feel something change. For example, leaves of touch me not or mimosa plant close when they are touched. Yes, अगर आप इस मिमोसा प्लांट को टच करेंगे तो लीव्स जो है वो क्लोज हो जाएंगे, बंद हो जाएंगे, फिर थोड़ी देर के बाद वो ओपन हो जाएंगे. देन नेक्स्ट, लिविंग थिंग्स ब्रीथ. नंबर 1, लिविंग थिंग्स ब्रीथ as long as they are alive. Number 2, human beings breathe through their lungs. Number 3, different animals breathe through different organs such as lungs, gills, air holes, etc. Number 4, plants breathe through tiny pore present on their called a stomata. Yes, plants breathe through the tiny pores, and the tiny pores we are called a stomata. Living things reproduce. All living things reproduce. Number 2, animals give birth to young or lay eggs. Number 3, most plants reproduce from seeds. Yes, most of the plants, first we take the seeds, they can grow and they become a plant. Reproduce means to produce one's own kind. अगर वो ह्यूमन बीन है तो वो ह्यूमन बीन का ही बेबी देंगे. अगर वो पपी है, डॉग है, तो वो पपी ही बर्थ करेगा. So these are the same kind of own kind of baby. So we are called a reproduce. Look at the picture here. This is the picture, cats with kitten and lion with cubs. So time to answer, students. Living things needs only food to life. False, because food is necessary, but water is also necessary to live. Next, living things move. Yes, true. All living things give birth to young one. True. Our next topic is non-living things and their characteristics. Student, अभी तक whatever we discuss, all these characteristics of the living thing. Now come to the non-living things. So non-living things do not have life. They don't have life. They don't have sense also. So they are either natural or man-made things. Rocks, mountain, river, streams, oil, and minerals are natural non-living things. They are the natural non-living things because they cannot prepare by the man. Human beings makes objects like chair, car, pen, clothes, and house. These are called the man-made non-living things. The non-living things, there are 2 types: natural non-living things and man-made non-living things. So these objects like chair, pen, car, clothes, these are the man-made non-living things. These non-living things are important because they make our life easy and comfortable. Some of the characteristics of non-living things are: number 1, non-living things do not move on their own. For example, a table cannot move from one place to another place by own. Non-living things do not need food and water. For example, a chair does not need food as it is never because it never grew. That's why non-living things do not breathe. For example, a book does not need air to breathe. Non-living things do not reproduce. For example, a car cannot produce another small car. So these all the man-made things we feel they our life make a easy or a comfortable. Comfortable means relax. We feel relaxed too in these things. Next, non-living things do not grow. For example, small table and does not grow into a big table. That's right. Non-living things do not feel. For example, a doll will never actually cry if you throw it on the ground. Like these here the some pictures given, table fan, tables, radio, balloons. These are the non-living things. Time to answer, students. Non-living things do not need food and water. Of course, we already discussed. Non-living things do not move on their own. A table is an example of non-living things. So, students, time to terms. This is a very short answer. Living things. What are the living things? Living things which have life. Non-living things, things which do not have life. Number 3, stomata. Tiny pores present on the surface of a leaf. It's a very tiny pores. These are called a stomata. So in the last, we summarize the chapter, what we learned today. All the things around us can be divided into two main groups, living things and non-living things. Living things can move, feel, breathe, grow and reproduce also. But non-living things do not move, feel, breathe, grow or reproduce. Students, if you having any doubts, any problem, you can discuss with our WhatsApp groups. Now thank you. Watch video carefully and after the watching video you can read the chapter. Thank you.